How's it going, GoFightPow fans? This is Miss Matone GFP. Welcome to Spice Zone Card 7. We have a solid card for you guys here tonight, featuring several names throughout. But before the show started, I actually rolled on Hype McCloud. I meant to... That was recorded, but the recording cut off. So what happened was, the roll was a 6. And so the champion, the Rising Spirit Nature champion, Night Ranger, will defend his title while injured. And the champion is none other, the challenger is none other than Papa Dhark. Not a good start for him. Without further ado, let's go and move on to our first match in the night. As I get this set up again. I really need to set this up before the show. It is Salvador Americas versus El Jaguar Azul. Gonna bring it up just a smidge here. Okay. Let's go. Checking for the fast forward. We didn't get anyone's fast forward, so we are gonna be going on. So Salvador Americas will start things off with a Rumble rating. And Salvador Americas will keep it. Going for the Cristo con Azote. Dodge, looking to see if it's a regular dodge. It is a regular dodge. Flying forearm. Dodge, rolling to see if he reverses. He does not. Cristo con Azote. Dodge, not into a counter. Salvador Americas looking to get a La Flashina. It's a pop. El Jaguar needs to avoid a 5. Gets a 4. That removes the 5. And now, Salvador with a flying forearm. Dodge. No reversal there. And the Spanish Hammer. El Jaguar Azul needs to avoid a 1, 3, or 5. Gets a 2. That will remove the 1. Salvador Americas with a Cristo con Azote. Pop needs to avoid a 1 or a 5. Gets a 1. Needs a 1 to stay in. Doesn't get it. And that is going to be Salvador Americas winning that match. I also have to put in the Night Ranger. I also need to put in the Night Ranger will defend the Rising Spirit of Nature Championship while injured. And Salvador Americas defeated El Jaguar Azul via the Cristo con Azote. Huge win for Salvador Americas. Let's just say the person he banished out, the magistrate, was looking at that match, and he's probably not thinking it's a good idea to challenge him. Our next matchup of the night is Steel Panther versus Laserman. Sorry, don't mind me just moving the camera a little bit. I really need to set this up beforehand, but I don't. Steel Panther is red, Laserman is blue. Neither of them got their fast forward. Laserman will start us off with a dynamic drop kick. It's a pop. He is not gonna use his finisher yet. And it would have been a bad idea. He would have gotten disqualified. Rumble rating. And Steel Panther takes control with a Rumble rating of his own. And Laserman, oh, that is way out. Duo Flash Knuckles. Steel Panther counters it into the Glam Slam. It's dodged. Glam Slam again. Hit by a hit. Air guitar solo. Hit by that somehow. Feel the Steel. Laserman counters it. Into a flying forearm. Steel Panther needs to avoid a 3 and a 4. Gets a 3. Needs a 3 to stay in, and he gets it. Close call there for Steel Panther from that flying forearm. Typhoon needs smash. And this time, he is actually going to use his finisher, the Glamour. So he needs to avoid a 4 and a 5 for DQ. Doesn't get disqualified. And now Laserman needs to avoid an even number. Gets an odd number, so that will remove the 4 and give Steel Panther what he needed to get back in it. Feel the Steel, pop again. Gets a 4. He needs a 5 to stay in, and he doesn't get it. Steel Panther gets the win with Feel the Steel. Steel Panther defeats Laserman via Feel the Steel. Okay. Congratulations to Steel Panther for moving up in the world. Bad news for Laserman. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board. Now we have an interesting duos match. We have the Syndicate, Shogun and Mogoul, taking on Ginger Gazillion and Vanilla Vice. Their team name eludes me right now, but I'm certain I can find it. Shogun will start for his team, and Ginger will start for his. Let's begin. And we got Ginger Gazillion's fast forward. Shogun needs to avoid a 3. Gets a 6, and I realized I was rolling on the wrong dice the whole time. So let's get the D8 and remove the 3. Ginger Gazillion gonna start things off with a mustard dive. Dodged. And going for the Ginger Snap. 4, 5, or 3. Gets a 3, needs a 5, 7, or 8. And he gets it. Shogun able to come alive. And now he is rolling for his offense. Rumble rating. And Ginger Gazillion back in control with a cilantro punch. Shogun counters it into a Mass Effect Lights Out combo. He needs to avoid a 1 and a 2. Gets a 6. That will remove the 2 from Ginger Gazillion. Mogoul will tag in. Looking for a roundhouse kick. And that's a dodge for Ginger Gazillion. Mogoul with a flying knee. Vanilla Vice comes in with an elbow uppercut. Pop needs to avoid a 2. Gets a 6. That will remove the 2 from Vanilla Vice. Roundhouse kick. Dodged. And there's the Lights Out Mass Effect combo. Needs to avoid a 1 and 2. Gets a 5. That will remove the 5 from Vanilla Vice. Combo again. Gets a 1. He needs a 3, 5, 7, or 8. Doesn't get it. That is Shogun and Mogoul defeating the team of Ginger Gazillion and Vanilla Vice. I will figure out the name of that duo sooner rather than later. Via Mass Effect and Lights Out. Okay. Our next matchup will be Jokose Bane versus Death Star. Death Star, an IFC original, and he is actually a former intergalactic champion in my Fed. Death Star is a fast forward of 2. Jokose Bane has a fast forward of 1 and 2. And we got Death Star's fast forward. Jokose Bane needs to avoid a 3. Gets a 2. That will remove the 3. And get Death Star going with a red cross chop. Jokose Bane needs to avoid a 3, 4, and a 5. Gets a 3. He needs a 3 to stay alive. And he gets it. Close call from the red cross chop. And that will remove the 6. Rumble rating. Both have a +2. And it's going to be Death Star keeping control on a tie. Rumble rating again. And Jokose Bane will take control with a last laugh. Death Star needs to avoid a 3 and a 6. Gets a 1. That will remove the 6. And get Jokose Bane still on offense here. Last laugh again. 3 or 6. Gets a 6. Needs a 3, 4, 5. And he doesn't get it. Jokose Bane with the upset over the former intergalactic champion. Despite a fast forward and a red cross chop, Death Star was not able to get the job done. Via last laugh. All right. Scoop Muldoon, what you got for us, buddy? The Intergalactic Champion is here. We just saw the Intergalactic Champion not too long ago, actually, in Central Space. So to see him back so soon is rather surprising. What's he here for this time, though? A non-title match versus a top contender. I actually had this different match set, but this is a good opportunity. Well, actually, I shouldn't change that. I should add one. So let's see who from Spice Zone I think deserves a shot. Let's give it to one of the new Fight Pass cards, actually. So later tonight, we will have Blue Tornado taking on Bobcat Jack in non-title action. Big opportunity there. So, debuting Blue Tornado will take on Bobcat Jack in non-title action. We'll go and put it after our next match, which doesn't need these dice. It needs these. Because it's women's tag. We have the Ladies of Doom, Allison Cooper and Marilyn Monsoon, taking on the team of Byrne and Gretyl. I had a name for this team. I just can't remember what it was. This is the... So, if I had the Regional Rumble Burn, I would use that one, but I don't, so I'm using this one so I'm using the glitter one instead. This is a team that I made. I don't remember the name I gave them. Let's see what Allison Cooper can do against Marilyn Monsoon. Byrne. And that's going to be the initiative for Byrne. Oh, geez. Off the table. Flamethrower. Going to avoid a 2 and a 4. Gets an 8. That removes the 2. And there's the Flamethrower plus Witchfire combo. So Allison needs to avoid 2 and a 4. Gets a 5. That will remove the 5. Gonna tag in Gretyl. hits a Witch Bolt. And Marilyn Monsoon comes in on offense with a Rush City Rack. That's a danger drop. Gretyl needs to avoid a 1, 3, 4, and 5. 7 is an odd, but it doesn't count toward the ruling. It's a 6. That will remove the 4 from Gretyl. Powerlifter. Blocked. And there's the danger drop again. It's a 2 this time. Going to remove the 1. Marilyn Monsoon getting it going. Rumble rating. And it's going to be Marilyn Monsoon with the initiative with an Organ Grinder. Tagging a Burn on negative. And there's the danger drop again. Burn needs to avoid a 1, 3, and 5. Gets a 7. That will remove the 5. And there's the danger drop again. This time gets a 1. Needs a 4, 7, or 8. Doesn't get it. That is going to be the Ladies of Doom. So LOD. Allison. And Marilyn. Defeat. Burn. And Gretyl via danger drop. All right. Congratulations to the team of congratulations to the Ladies of Doom for their victory here. Just realized I had something set up on the side, so I'm gonna put a team there real quick. Alright. We are done with duos matches for the night, so now it's time to go to singles. Non-title, we'll see Blue Tornado take on Bobcat Jack. The champion hasn't had the best luck ever since winning the title. Will Blue Tornado get another victory over the champ? Well, I say that as if Blue Tornado got a victory already, but it was Link Honest Abe that got one. No fast forward. Bobcat Jack will start us off with a Gator Roll. Blue Tornado counters it. Straight into the Rumble rating. And it's going to be Blue Tornado that keeps control with a Doppler drop. Bobcat Jack counters it. Into the Jack Ripper. 2, 5, or 6. Gets a 5. Needs a 2. Doesn't get it. Bobcat Jack silencing the critics with that one. Bobcat Jack defeated Blue Tornado via the Jack Ripper. Okay. So we've seen 3 IFC originals up to this point. What's wrong with a third? We have Monarch King taking on Tiki Boom. Tiki Boom was formerly in Fire Island, but he made the move to Spice Zone. Starting off with a fast forward check. Now we got Monarch King's fast forward. Tiki Boom needs to avoid a 1. Gets a 3. That will remove the 1 from Tiki Boom. And what's interesting is that Tiki Boom is also a former Intergalactic champion. I'm just realizing that. Larvae Buster. Tiki Boom counters it. Into the Tongan Grip. Needs to avoid a 2, 5, or 6. Gets a 1. We will remove the 2. Tongan Grip again. It's a 1 this time. That will remove the 1. Alley-oop kick. Let's see if he connects it to the Boom Shaka. No, he doesn't. Well, it's going to be a pop. 1, 2, or 6. Gets a 5. That will remove the 3. And there is the alley-oop kick again. Not into the Boom Shakalaka. It's dodged. Volcano Buster. Blocked. And there's Boom Shakalaka. Needs to avoid 1, 2, 3, or 4. Gets a 6. That will remove the 6. Alley-oop kick. Not into the boom. Hit. Alley-oop kick again. Straight into the Boom Shakalaka. Anything, only a 5 keeps Monarch King alive. It's a 3. Needs a 1, a 5, or 5. Doesn't get it. Tiki Boom dominates after a bit of early shenanigans by Monarch King. Tiki Boom defeats the Monarch King. Via Boom Shakalaka from downtown. I think that's what it says in the handbook. I'm not sure anymore. But congratulations to Tiki Boom for the victory. Monarch King has to go back to the drawing board. Now it's time for our main event. It is Papa Dhark versus Night Ranger for the title. I'm just gonna get one slight thing. So it's in here, I know. Here it is. Papa Dhark has a manager, and that manager is Alibama, the Terrible Turk. So just gonna zoom in here, just show. Speaking of, Papa Dhark does have a DQ range, so then I need to make a marker that everything is even on this guy. I also need to make another marker, so his Rumble Rain is 2. His Rumble Rain is 1. And now we also need to mark for Night Ranger because he is going into this match injured. We're going to remove the 1 from Night Ranger. Let's go. Since Papa Dhark does have a DQ on one of his moves, that is going to be a fast forward. Papa Dhark needs to avoid a 1, gets a 4. Rumble rating. And Papa Dhark with the advantage. Going straight in with a Fierce Hammer Fist. Blocked. Go Inferno. Needs to avoid a 1 here. Not disqualified. 4, 6, 1, or 2. Gets a 3. That is directly in the middle. That will remove the 6. Ultra Zoom Punch. Night Ranger counters it. Into a missile drop kick. Pop. Gets a 4. We'll remove the 5. Realized I did it the wrong way. Touch of Madness. Hit. High Road Haymaker. Pop again. Needs to avoid a 1 and a 5. Gets a 1. Needs a 1 to stay in. Actually, we're going to go and use Alibama. And it's going to be Bomb Extraction. Fire rolls positive. So we save Papa Dhark there. Touch of Madness. Pop again. Gets a 5. Needs a 1. And even with Alibama and an injury, Night Ranger defends the title. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if I used the interference chart on Alibama correctly. Alabama not happy about Papa Dhark not doing so hot. And that was with, I believe it was with the Touch of Madness. Yeah, Touch of Madness. Touch of Madness. And there we go. That's going to do it for Spice Zone Card 7. Night Ranger, despite everything, has retained the Rising Spirit of Nature Championship. Congratulations to him. Let's go and set him in our lovely little ring here. Let's move it down a little bit so you get all the view of that of him. Papa Dhark will need to go back to the drawing board with that. Thank you all for watching this video. If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss out on anything GoFightPow related. You can find me on the Pro Boards, you can find me on the Discord, and you can find me on the Facebook group. There's a lot of talk about the Regional Rumble and all the stuff with that right now. I got my Regional Rumble stuff, so if you haven't checked that video out, you can check that in the description below. It's not going to be as much as, say, like throwing toasters or get back to the wrestling, because I didn't really commit as much, even though admittedly I should have. But with all that said, that's still there, and there are a couple of tournaments featuring some of the stuff within that Kickstarter, and I'm going to be doing a lot of preparation going into the next set of things for GoFightPow and into this new era, so that's going to be fun. With all that said, thank you for watching. This has been Miss Matone GFP, sign off.